Hey everyone, welcome to another week of yoga with me, Abby. So for this week, it is our more intense flow. It's our power vinyasa flow. So you're definitely going to need to use your breath to keep you open, to keep you loose, and to keep you going. For a focus pose for this week, I chose ear pinning pose. This is basically taking plow pose and taking it up a notch. Not only does it have the same great benefits as plow pose, it also is going to help you really engage your outer leg muscles. You're going to feel this in a few different ways. So let me know what you think and let me know if you have any questions. Again, if you're not really a faster, more intense yoga person, take it slow, take out a few things, make it work for you. And if this is your cup of tea, always the option to make it a little more intense. Maybe hold poses a little bit longer, maybe take a twist or a pose a little bit deeper. You make the poses, the asanas work for you. Let's get to it.
All right, so ear pinning pose, Karnapidasana. This is like plow taken to the next level. This is really great for your entire spine, all your extensors of the spine. Your entire spine's gonna open here. So coming up to legs up the wall, feet coming up towards the ceiling, and then we're gonna go ahead and come into plow first. So go ahead and bring your feet up over your head. Your hips are coming up over your shoulders as you engage your abdominals here to draw your feet. I'm keeping my feet from coming to the ground right now because now I'm coming into ear pinning. You're going to widen your knees, bend in your knees, and draw them wide and down, aiming to press them towards your ears. As you're doing this, you're going to go ahead and keep your hands either at your low back to support it or lower your arms to the floor and reach your hands towards the top of your mat, basically away from your head. Keep broadening through your collarbones to draw your chin off towards your chest, and then press the back of your head down and gaze straight up to protect your neck. Keep breathing here and then go ahead and come out of it. I'm going to show you a variation that can make this a little bit less intense using a block. So go ahead and position a block about, I want to say a good 1.5 to 2 feet away from your head towards the back of your mat. This is going to help bring the ground a little bit closer to your feet. And help you to rest your feet on it as well. So go ahead and come back into plow pose. Go ahead and bring those hips up over your shoulders and then bringing your feet towards the block. As long as your feet touch the block here in plow, they should keep there during ear pinning pose. So go ahead and bend your knees, draw them wide and down, and then keeping your hips over your shoulders, draw your tailbone up to protect your low spine. Keep breathing here. It's really hard to breathe here, but using that breath is vitally important because that's going to help keep your muscles relaxed. Now come out of this one stage at a time, first straightening your legs and then drawing your feet back down to the mat. Don't stay too long because you don't want to overstretch your spine. All right, so we're going to start in easy seat, Sukhasana. Go ahead and bring one leg over the other, crossing your legs here. We're going to just take some neck circles, some shoulder rolls. I highly suggest when you do your neck circles to draw your right ear to your right shoulder and then your chin down to your chest and then your left ear to your left shoulder, avoiding compressing the back of your neck by sending your gaze up to the ceiling because that would really help to keep your neck from getting a little bit too much pressure. Option to take one shoulder roll at a time, rolling forward and rolling back, or to do both shoulders at once. Just keep breathing, taking deep breaths, a lot of oxygen intake for a lot of CO2 outtake. And once you've done enough to feel centered, on your next inhale, seated cow, pull your hands against your knees to open up in your chest. Send your gaze up a little bit. Ground down through your tailbone, your sits bones. Exhale, seated cat. Press your hands into your knees like you're trying to push your knees away, and then curl through your entire back line. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Couple more rounds here just to help your spine start to warm up. And then on your next inhale, bringing your arms out to a T, and then come to eagle arms. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Either bring your palms to touch for a double bind or grab for your shoulders. On your next inhale, come to eagle arms, seated cow. Open up, send your hands up high, and then exhale, seated cat with eagle arms. Draw your elbows in towards your torso. So we're getting some shoulder opening as well as some compression. We're helping our torso, our 360 core to warm up in so many ways. Go ahead and release that, and then go ahead and switch out the seat of your legs, drawing opposite leg on top this time. And then bring your arms out to a T, left arm under right this time. Hands come for double bind or grab your shoulders. And then inhale, seated cow again. Draw your gaze and hands up. Exhale, seated cat with eagle arms. Draw your elbows in. Keep doing this using your breath as your guide, and just feel how your entire upper body is just getting super warmed up. This is definitely a different type of integration, but it's really helping us to open up in a lot of different ways here. When you're done, go ahead and unravel your arms, and then go ahead and come to boat pose at the top of your mat, Navasana. So coming down to your sits bones, letting your feet be grounded at first, and then reach your hands forward. You're creating a V with your knees, so your knees are bent and your feet are dorsiflex, and then go ahead and lift your feet up so your shins are parallel to the mat. Your palms are facing up to the sky. Your arms are outstretched, so you're reaching your fingertips forward. Breathe here. Keep your entire spine long. And then exhale, go ahead and come down to the mat. Go ahead and roll a few times on your shoulder just to help massage your spine. And then on your next inhale, come to tabletop and then downward facing dog. Take a couple knee bends, deep knee bends. Press into your fingertips to help you open up in your shoulders. Just opening up here to come into the rest of our flow. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, coming almost to an upward facing dog, opening your shoulders up so much, your gaze up, just maybe even coming to like an upright cow of sorts. Just feel your spine starting to flex here as your abdominals are extending here. Coming to forward fold on your next inhale, side twist open towards the right. Your left hand is grounded either on the ground or on a block, and your right hand is reaching up to the sky. Deeply bend in your left knee while keeping your right leg as straight as possible with a micro bend in your right knee. Exhale, come back to forward fold. Inhale, side twist open to the left this time. Left hand reaching up, right hand on the ground or on a block. Bending deep into that right knee to keep straight in your left knee. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Inhale, come up to mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach your arms up high, spiral your pinkies in towards each other. Feel your back line opening here. And just take time to breathe. Just feel your feet firm into the mat as the crown of your head stretches up towards the sky. On your next exhale, bound back bend. Bring your hands to a bind behind your back and then lengthen that bind down as your gaze comes up. Your shoulders are opening here, your chest, your collarbones are opening. Option to keep your arms long or to bend in your elbows like I am, to press the palms of your hands firmer into each other. That will really help to open up through your collarbones. Inhale, back up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. And then exhale, hands to the mat, step back high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend those elbows no more than 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog, open that chest up and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll over your toes, coming back up to DFD. Go ahead and bend into one knee and then the other just to help open. We're going to do that one more time, breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, side twist open to the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, side twist open to the left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms up high. Exhale, bound back bend. Send that bind down your spine. Inhale, back up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, high to low plank. I'm coming on my knees, which you don't have to do, but if you want to, like I am, just to take some pressure out of my shoulders, go ahead and do it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees as you send your hips down and back. Arms, biceps in line with your ears. Breathe here. Tuck your tailbone to protect that low spine. And then exhale, vertical twist to the right. Draw your right hand towards the back of your mat as your left hand reaches forward. Bend in your elbows to help you keep this twist in your upper spine. Keep your knees in line. Inhale, up to mountain. Exhale, vertical twist in chair to the left. Left hand is reaching back as your right hand reaches forward now. Look down at your knees. Make sure they're in line. One is not more forward than the other. Twist deep here. Inhale, back up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach your hands down to the mat and step your left foot back, coming into crescent moon. Inhale, reach those arms up. This is going to be really intense, possibly on your left hip flexor. So keep your left toes tucked in the mat and then maybe bend in and out of your right knee to help you open up in that left hip flexor. Pressing into your left toes will also help it open as well. On your next exhale, hands come down towards the mat, coming into low lunge. Step your right foot back, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky. And then exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Come up high on the ball of your left foot as your knee comes towards your nose. Press into your hands. Inhale that right leg up high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Almost like you're in like a half plank here. Use your side bodies to help you do this. Inhale your right leg back up. Exhale, low lunge. Come down on that back left knee again. And then inhale your arms back up for crescent moon. So we were just here and we're really getting into these hip flexors, into everything. Go for it. You've got this. Keep breathing here just to help you. And then when you're ready, on your next exhale, hands to the mat, setting up for standing splits. Lift your left leg up as you straighten through your right knee. So you're almost making like a T with your legs. And then bring your hands fully down to the mat. You might need to bend your right knee a lot for this. And then exhale, L hops, almost like we're trying to hop into handstand from here. When you're done playing, go ahead and walk your feet back and behind your hands for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Now let's do this on the left. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips down and back. Exhale, vertical twist open to the right. Right hand reaches back, left hand reaches forward. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, vertical twist open to the left. Left hand reaches back, right hand reaches forward. Keep that twist in that upper spine here. Breathe. Squeeze your shoulders onto your back to help you open. Inhale up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and step your right foot back. This time, right knee comes down. Inhale up for crescent moon. Keep your right toes tucked to help you open up in your right hip flexor. Maybe you bend deep into that left knee and then come out of it, just kind of pulsing here. Reaching your hands up high, spiraling your pinkies in towards each other to help open up in your back line. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Come up high on the ball of your right foot this time. Send that knee to your nose. Press into your hands. Inhale your left leg back up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Squeeze in your left obliques to help you bring that left knee closer. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, low lunge. Come down on that right knee again. Inhale your arms up for crescent moon. Spiral those pinkies in towards each other, tucking in your back right toes again, just to help open up in that right hip flexor a bit more. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Bring your right leg up in line with right hip. Dial your right toes down to point down towards the ground. And then bring your hands fully to the mat, maybe bending deep or into that left knee. Inhale, L hops on the left side. So your right foot is kind of like your guide as you're trying to hop into handstand. And all of the propulsion is coming from your left foot, your left leg. When you're ready, when you're done, go ahead and come back to forward fold and then reset. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're getting our sweat on now. All right, now we're doing this all breath to movement. Inhale, chair pose, arms up. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale, up to mountain. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon on the right. Exhale, low lunge. Step back to high plank. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale your leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, left knee down. Inhale your arms up for crescent moon again on the right. Exhale, coming back to low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. And then on your next exhale, start hopping into L hops. Take 2 or 3 on your right side, trying to hop yourself into handstand, and then come to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, this time right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, step back to high plank. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale your left leg back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale that leg back up one more time. Exhale, low lunge, right knee comes down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, coming into low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. And then on your next exhale, coming to some standing hops with your left leg, bending deep into your left knee, hands coming down to the ground, just taking 2 or 3 here, and then coming into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Awesome job. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. And then exhale, start to sink your bottom slowly to the ground. Just seeing what you can do. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. You're just trying to come into boat pose again. Feet are lifted. Your shins are parallel to the ground, reaching your arms forward again. Staying long in your entire spine, especially your low spine. If you feel yourself collapsing, really lengthen the crown of your head towards the sky, flexing your feet. Inhale. And then on your next exhale, start to lower down all the way to the ground. We're setting up for bicycle press. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and then bring your knees to reverse tabletop, stacking your knees over your hips and then flexing in your feet. On your next exhale, send your right leg long, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow to right knee, left leg long. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, lengthen your leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, lengthen your other leg. Inhale, center. Keep going at your own pace. You can make this as fast or as slow as you want. I'm going to the music tempo here, but whatever you do, keep pressing your low back into the mat. Keep going. You've got this. Just 2 more rounds here on each side. And then go ahead and come to a ball pose. Go ahead and roll up coming into high plank. And then as you come into high plank, we're going to come into balancing plank. So we're going to go ahead and lengthen our left leg back and our right leg forward. As you can see, I came down to my right knee because I could not hold my form and I wanted to try to get my form. You can still work here, but keep your form. Exhale, lower down to high plank, roll literally just over onto your back, and then we're going to do some high and low boats. Inhale, come to high boat. Exhale, lower down to low boat, only hovering, keeping your shoulders and legs off the ground. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Go ahead and lower down. Roll on over. We're going back to balancing high plank, balancing tabletop on the other side. So right leg lengthens back, left arm lengthens forward, either staying in plank or coming down to your left knee. Squeeze in through your abdominals here. Lengthen your hand and foot away from your body. Exhale, lower down to low plank, lower down to your belly. Roll on over. Inhale, come back to high boat again and hold. Flex your feet or point. Either one is up to you, but keep that spine long. Keep breathing. Use your abdominals. You've got this. Exhale, lower it down. And that is it. We are done with core. You are a rock star. Lying supine on your mat. On your next inhale, come to recline bound angle. Keeping your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet to touch. Hands either rest on your tummy or maybe rest one on your abdomen and then one on your heart, just to kind of help gentle your racing heartbeat. We've generated the warmth that we need to get some good openers here. On your next inhale, half happy baby. Grab for the outside or inside edge of your right foot as you keep your left leg bent and down on the mat. Use your left hand on your left inner thigh to kind of help you leverage keeping your left hip on the ground. On your next exhale, bring your right leg down. Inhale, half happy baby on the left. Grab for the outside or inside edge of your left leg. Keep your right thigh down on the ground, using your right hand. Keep breathing here. Maybe you straighten through that left leg. Maybe you keep it bent, what have you. Just feel opening here and release. Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring that leg down. Inhale, legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Go ahead and set up. We're coming into plow pose before we come into ear pinning pose. So on your next exhale, plow pose, send your hips up over your shoulders, drawing your hands towards the front of your mat or supporting at your low back like I am to help bring my shoulders underneath to the ground a bit more. When you're here in plow, option to stay here or start to come into ear pinning pose. Beautiful. Go ahead and open your knees to create an opening for your face, keeping your hips over your shoulders, hands supporting your low back or not, drawing your feet towards the mat, and then keeping your chin away from your chest, pressing the back of your head into the mat. Breathe here, feel your back line opening here. And then to come out of it, bring one foot up and then the other, and then slowly roll back down to the mat. Come into fallen bridge. Knees come to touch, feet are wide towards the edges of your mat, and drop one knee into the center and then the other, just to help open here and help to release in your back. From fallen bridge, inhale, reverse tabletop, stack those knees back up over your hips, flexing your feet. Exhale, supine cow face legs. Cross your right leg over your left and then grab for opposite feet. So your left hand comes to your right foot and your right hand comes to your left foot. Option to grab for the outside or inside edges of your feet or your ankles or your shins as I'm doing here. Keep bringing your knees towards your chest. Keep bringing them in until you find exactly what you're looking for. You're going to feel a huge stretch, especially in your right glute area. On your next exhale, supine twist towards the left. Draw your legs over to the left as your right arm comes up to about 11 o'clock. Keep both shoulders on the mat as much as possible. Hips are stacked over each other. This twist is coming from your upper spine. Keep breathing here. Inhale, bring those legs back to center and then switch supine cow face legs with left leg on top. So your left leg is over your right. You're grabbing for your ankles or your shins or maybe the edges of your feet, drawing those knees in towards your chest, really feeling this stretch here in your legs, especially in your left glute area. Keep breathing here, keeping your shoulders, your head, your spine on the mat. And then on your next exhale, supine twist over towards the right. Keep these legs crossed into each other as you drop them over to your right. Your left hand comes up to about 1 o'clock if you're looking at a clock. Looking over your left shoulder, keep breathing here. Just giving yourself one last little internal organ massage. Inhale, using your core strength, bring your legs back to center, unraveling your twist. And then inhale, ball pose, knees towards your forehead, squeeze everything in. Exhale, Shavasana, lengthen out, coming to your rest. Awesome job. You did so good.
Welcome back to your mat. Laying your back long, your arms lying by your sides, your legs long on your mat. Always the option to take this seated as well, upright seat, sitting in an easy seat, Sukhasana, having one leg over the other. Just take deep breaths just to orient yourself into a place of calming down, helping your heartbeat to slow, feeling yourself just let go of everything, not just your flow, not just your yoga practice, but maybe whatever was still on your mind while you were practicing, whatever was on your mind before your practice, whatever might be trying to come on your mind now after your practice. As you're taking these easy breaths, option to come to a relaxing breath. Breathing in for 3 counts and then breathing out for 4 counts. When we lengthen our breath longer, when we lengthen our exhale longer than our inhale, that extra second or so will help your body to subconsciously unclench, to relax. So having your inhales be shorter than your exhales is actually a pranayama technique, an ancient yoga technique of breathing. So let's go ahead and practice. If you have short breath, if you're not sure if you can do it long, just breathe in for 2 counts and then breathe out for 3. If you want to try to really take on a longer inhale and an even longer exhale, try for 3 counts for an inhale or 4 counts for an inhale, and then 4 counts for an exhale, 5 counts for an exhale. I'm gonna go ahead and do a 3-second inhale and then a 3 or 4-second exhale. So breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Keep going at your own pace. Always the option to take this even deeper if you want. When you breathe in, you can hold your inhale for an extra second, maybe even an extra 2 seconds before you exhale. That can help your body to really learn how to manage your inhale, to help expand your lung capacity or help utilize your existing lung capacity. Maybe you even hold your exhale, let your lungs be empty for an extra second after your exhale to help your body burn off all that extra O2. Whatever you're doing, don't worry about if you're breathing in through your nose or out through your nose, in through your mouth, out through your mouth. Do what feels right to you. This is just easy breath. Don't worry about trying to be in Ujjayi breath while trying to measure your inhales. That takes practice. Just taking easy inhales, counting your breath, and then letting your exhale be just as easily released, counting your exhale breath. before long, you're gonna let go of things that are trying to come to the surface, that are trying to distract you and take away from your moments of peace. Moments of peace, they're so hard to come by, but mostly because sometimes we make it so difficult for ourselves to have moments of peace. This is a moment of peace that you can claim for yourself right now, that you can deliberately set aside. So let your inhale and your exhale counts help keep you in this place of guided meditation, of easy breathing, of easy release, and a true moment of rest.